Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Cancer for this season of Sagittarius 2019. Welcome, Cancer. Hope you had an interesting month. The season of Scorpio, your sister, fellow water sign, sister, brother sign, your natural habitat of water. Let's see what messages bring forward. So we're starting now on the 19th of November, we enter fire. So things moving forward, that pesky Mercury retrograde has sort of come back in to the frame. So things moving forward, communications, all those sorts of little glitchy things that tend to go askew when the planet of Mercury is going further away from our planet Earth. So let's see, messages for you. Ace of Rods, new beginnings, new energy coming in to do whatever you like. Fertility too here, Cancer. Bang on fertility. You know, just having energy, boundless energy to tackle whatever's coming towards you. So it's very much an action card, a moving forward sort of energy for you in Sagittarius. So let us see what the Ace of Wands or the Ace of Rods is bringing for you. Lots of great movement and positivity. Okay, where you are right now, Cancer, is the Queen of Swords. So there she is. Clarity. Coming in, very female energy. Cancerians, yeah, it's ruled by the Empress, which is a female energy, very much female, strong, very strong in her mind, very acutely, intellectually smart. She can, on the other side, though, be sometimes a bit bitter and a bit, you know, come across, because you see where she lives, it's very cold and icy in her realm, so she can come across as quite sort of, oh, she can be negative and very sort of vindictive sometimes, but that's just the shadow side. And here at Atlanta Tarot, we like to sort of focus on the positive side. But there she is. So she might well be a relative. I often call her the mother-in-law for very good reasons. Sometimes our mother-in-laws, there can be a bit of clashing. So let's see, and there she is with her sword. She's pretty armed. She's ready for action. She knows how to fight. So interesting. Let's see what she's bringing in. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. So very much two queens already. So this is the practical woman, the homemaker, the little woman at home. She's sort of very much queen of her domain, very practical. Interesting with her too, so it could be some sort of, it's definitely female energy coming through, practical versus intellectual this season for you. So let's see where this takes us, Cancer. Let's see the background of the story, just to see what's been going on previous to this that backs it up. Yeah, the Hanged Man. So looking at things from a different perspective. You know, using the lessons of patience and perseverance, really, because this Hanging Man is like, it's the long haul. It's sort of going with the flow. It's just sort of learning to look at things from another angle rather than what you'd normally do. And it teaches us all those wonderful things like patience and perseverance. You're not going to get a quick fix with this one, Cancer. It's like it's a prolonged time of looking at things from a different perspective. But when you come out of it, it's that aha moment where you think, oh, now I understand why all that happened. Recent influences, the Three of Cups. So there might well be something with three people in it. A situation with three people in it that's come to light. We've got 2 already in this reading, but yeah, we're just looking from a different perspective. We're not sure what it is yet. Conversely, on the other side, 3 of Cups can just talk about a celebratory time, which indeed we're coming into. Christmas party season, winding up the year season, lots of celebrations, time chilling out a bit more, going out more. Down here in Australia, we'll be in summer, even though the place is burning and it's terrible and the weather has been all over the shop, but it is time to sort of start to unwind a bit and celebrate. So let's see where this takes us. The lesson you'll be learning this season is the Queen of Cups, so we've got lots of female energy coming through. Queen of Cups is very much a receiver, and this is what this is asking you to do. You just be receptive at this point. There's no need to intervene. This is your gut feelings, your intuition, just waiting, listening, being receptive rather than acting. So very much your card too, your queen too for the females. For the males too, there might be, you've got 3 female energies here already. So what's going on? What are the messages? She's very much the quieter one. She just receives. She doesn't really say much, but she's also very alluring. She's water, so she can be quite attractive. People are attracted to her because she has secrets, and she has an air of mystery about her. She knows what's going on. She's just not a person that really verbalizes it. She's non-verbal. She trusts her intuition. Okay, let's see what's happening near future. So sort of week 2 of Sagittarius coming to the end. Yeah, and lots of Page of Swords. Gossipy energy, people talking, things being up in the air. Nothing sort of earthed really with this. It's a lot of chit chat, it's a lot of chatter, he said, she said sort of thing, people talking about things, people watching. And we know these days with the social media we can go poking our noses into everything. We're curious individuals as human beings. We like to sort of look into things and know we shouldn't be, but yeah, it's all that gossipy sort of stuff. But really, it's just up in the air, so it really doesn't have any real ground. So just be careful with that. Don't listen to gossip because people love it. And then sometimes the stories can just become ridiculous and really have no foundation. So that might be coming in for you, I would suggest. But practice patience, perseverance. What's happening that you're not realising? The Hermit, yes, stay away from all of it. Just remain, sort of take a big step back. She's a bit, Hermit's a bit like the Queen of Cups too. It's just he sort of observes from his lofty mountain retreat. He indeed does go within and he uses his wisdom. He doesn't really talk about it, especially with this gossipy little Page of Swords, this Hermit. He just sits there and says, okay, I'm just going to watch this, I'm going to observe, I'm not putting anything on it, I'm not giving it any air, I'll just see how it works out, I'll take a step back. So there you go, Cancer. I'd really follow his lead. It's wise, very wise and beneficial. Don't get involved. How others see you, Cancer. Yeah, being in 2 minds about something. Once again, there's that communication, the swords, the wind blowing this way and that, you having a decision to make, but not ready yet to make it. You feel sort of stuck in it. You fluctuate from one day it's yes, next day it's no, next day it's maybe. So the meaning of this card is just make the decision and move on. But only after, going back to the Hermit, only after observing for a while. But just take your head off with this one, Cancer, and use your intuition. And once again, it's other people, so other people are speculating about you. Whether that be for, whether it's good or bad, it's like we've got the Hangman at the top, so he's sort of saying, be patient and observe, persevere, don't be sort of making anything, look at things from a different perspective. Positive feelings for you is the Ten of Cups, so you're feeling quite sort of happy with your lot. It's the happy family, happy home card. Things feel great to you. Yeah, there might be a lot of chitter chatter around, but you're sort of feeling quite secure in your emotional happiness and what's happening for you. So there you go. That's a great card. The outcome. And then we have, coming up at the end, so this is just before Christmas, we have that being assertive. Just getting in there and putting your point of view across. Defending your honour. Defending, having your say. It's quite a bit of competition there too, but we'll get a clarifying card on that for you, Cancer. Because this can be a card of sort of really, it's challenging. And Cancerians are very much, you know, they're intuitive and they're like, oh, really, I don't want to be seen to be making a big deal out of something. But when this one comes in, it's like, well, if you don't say anything, nothing will happen. So let's see. We'll get the Major Arcana, the Conti cards, the oldest tarot in the world. 1452, I believe these were published. So we're going to put one, on that Queen of Swords, because swords are always, for me, they need explanation, because you can go crazy with swords. You can overthink. And overthink often doesn't take you where you need to be. So also one on the Page of Swords, and then one on the Two of Swords, and one on the Seven of Rods. Excuse me. So let's have a look. What's underneath the surface of good old Queen of Swords? The Empress. Abundant. The female of abundance. She gives birth. She gives life. She nurtures. So very much, and it's your card too, so it's very much staying in your sort of habitat and just sitting there and see where this goes for you. You are the Empress, so it's a fabulous card. But yeah, don't be saying anything just yet. Don't bring out the verbals yet. Just be the Empress, sit and focus on what you're doing. She's got a lot of knowledge, this lady. She knows all about humanity. She gives birth to human life. She's amazing. So keep that in mind, Cancer, if there's anything sort of you feel tricky. Okay, let's see what's underneath the Page of Swords. So the gossipy, chatty, chatterbox card. The Lovers. So decisions to be made. So do you sort of buy into the gossip or don't you? A decision to make. However, you'll know what the right thing is to do because you've got your Empress there. So just wait and see, I would guess. There's actually one more I forgot. Sorry, Cancer. Just that Three of Cups, because we need that clarified because it's got those three people in it. So if there's anything going on there, we kind of need to know. So sorry, I sort of overlooked that one. Okay, so what's underneath the Three of Cups? What's underneath the surface? Temperance, so balance, divine time, things going well, you being really balanced too. So really go back to that one rather than the Three of Cups. And if it is time to go out and celebrate and have fun, Christmas partying and having good fun, go and do that. It's well earned. But it's about divine time too. It's about getting out there celebrating. So that kind of puts the kibosh, I suppose, if there is 3 people involved. It's a positive vibe. How other people see you underneath the 2 of Swords, so indecision. This is how people are seeing you. We have the Hanged Man. So that's your patience. This is how they actually see you. On one moment they could think, oh, she doesn't know what's going on. She's not making any decision. She's just sitting on it. It's just not moving forward. She's damned if she does. She's damned if she doesn't. No, she's being like what sits up here, the Hangman yet again. She's just going with the flow. That's how she does things. She does things with intuition. She doesn't jump into the sword sort of caper of just, you know, the rumour mill, the gossip mill. She doesn't. She just says, or he just says, yeah, I'll just hang upside down and see what's going to happen. I'm not going to say anything just yet. I'm not going to make any decision just yet. So very smart. The final card. So the 7 of Wands, and that was that challenging energy of being assertive, having your say. Let's see. The Fool. Yeah, have your say and then move forward. You'll be released from it. So being assertive, it's like anything we do. If we sort of really stand up for once and for all and say, oh, excuse me, this is what I think, then it sort of releases you from that sort of situation where you've really sort of defended your own honour and said your piece. Cancerians too are very sort of deep and intuitive, and often they just sit there and they just take it all in, but they don't really say very much. It's not their way. So wonderful way to finish. So yeah, being assertive just before Christmas too will sort of release you as well, Cancer, from whatever's been going on. And just always remember, just look at the situation and just, yeah, okay, I'll observe for a while. Thank you very much. Okay, thanks so much for listening, Cancer.